Okay, Didi, this is the telescope, the Didi scope, and I'm going to show you how to work it. So first, you always want to make sure this eyepiece here, not this eyepiece, but this focuser is aligned with this telescope. And I've already pre-aligned it and got it all ready for you, but you want to make sure that when you're trying to find something like, let's say, the moon, you want to look through here first, and then it'll help you direct you to how to see it through here. So if it's all nice and aligned, then you'll be able to see it from here, and then you'll be able to see it zoomed in right here. The most important part is to make sure you take off the lens cap so you're not looking at black, nothing. Today I'm going to use this zoom eyepiece. And this is a pretty good brand, and it zooms from 21 millimeters down to 7. 7 is closer zoom, more zoomed in. 21 is more zoomed out. So just kind of think of things in the opposite way, as 21 is the least zoomed in, and 7 is the most zoomed in. And then you have to remember that depending on your telescope, you can only get so much magnification. So you probably won't be able to get 7 with this because this is not very strong. It doesn't have much magnification. So let's take it outside and try it out. Okay, so now we're outside. And you see all these lights. It's kind of distracting, and it can really impede your ability to view. So the darker the better. But I'm just doing this so you can see how to work it. And so brightness doesn't quite matter. Up there is Jupiter. That bright thing you see right there is Jupiter. And we're going to look at that as a starting point, because the moon it's not out. It's not going to be out because it rises early in the morning, and I'm not trying to get up at 3. So we're going to use Jupiter as our little reference point. And the first thing we're going to do is look in our viewfinder for Jupiter. Now again, if this is all like it's supposed to be, then you would be able to see Jupiter perfectly within the 2 little X marks the spot inside this viewfinder. So let's see if I can find that. Okay, so we have Jupiter lined up in our finder scope. It's not the best video, but it's in there, and it's as lined up as it could be. Okay, so there's Jupiter. Okay. And then, oh God, shh. Then we go to our actual area where we look through the telescope, and I kind of like to cheat and I don't like to put the lens in the eyepiece in first. I like to just double check that I'm lined up and I can see it in the area where I'm going to put my eyepiece. And I just can't show you here because it's I don't have an iPhone and I'm not cool. So let me put the eyepiece in, and I'm going to set it to 21. And there it is in the eyepiece. It is set to 21 millimeters, and it takes a little bit of trial and error to get everything lined up for the telescope. In terms of the tripod, sometimes you gotta work your hands a little bit, you gotta turn it around some, and that's the downside of having a manual telescope versus a go-to. It's like a little sturdier, and this is a cheap tripod, so you could probably find a good one that'll hold this shit together a lot better. But that's it. You look through the eyepiece there for Jupiter. There's Jupiter right there. And then you look through the eyepiece to see if you can find it. And can we do that? Not really, because my phone is terrible. But you will, and then you can see it in here. And that's how you stargaze. So first start off with the moon, and then work your way up from there. And then it'll just get easier and easier. And then you'll be able to see the Orion Nebula, which is right there. This whole beautiful Orion. It's the belt, the 1, 2, 3 belt. And I always see a little bit lower is his cash and prices. That part right there is the Orion Nebula. And then yeah, you could just go and just get curious and just look up sometimes, Titi. All right. Happy stargazing.